Time and time again. Yo, 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 yo. Well, it's been one hell of an interesting few days. Um it's been absolute crazy. Absolute insanity. We're gonna get to a few things in here. You guys already got some questions and I throw them on in there. Sonia, how you doing? Good morning. What's going on, John? This is one interesting day. Couple of days. First of all, I want to say this. Um, uh, this Atlanta Falcon team. Um, if you don't know, and now you know. This is one hell of an interesting start, to say the least, in regards to this Atlanta Falcons team. And I like it. I like it, goddammit. Let me say it again. I likes it. I likes it a lot. John Vlad, Eric Clay, what's going on, brother? Oh boy, boy, boy. Yeah, I love it. I fucking love it. Kiss my entire ass. Oh boy, I love it. Oh boy, boy, boy. Look, if y'all don't like this, I don't know what to tell you. Look, I don't know what to tell you. I like it. Y'all can keep all that. Oh man, oh, just need you guys to don't be no fake tough guy. And when the season comes, I want you guys to fight. Look, I don't give a damn what type of fighting it is. Fight, goddammit. Step up to the plate. Step up. Put the boxing gloves on. What's happening? Uh, throw this on here real quick. Driving in Florida. Wait, hey man, what's going on? How you doing? Appreciate it. Oh boy, boy, boy. I'm gonna tell y'all, man, I couldn't have been happier. Y'all know how I am about softness. I get on social media this morning. People are already grappling about Jalen Walker. That's because they stupid. Okay, they're stupid. Anybody that's worried about Jalen Walker, if you did not see him play at Georgia, then that's just on you. You're a dumb mother plucker. Okay. I I saw a quote, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, but this right here is the quote of the day for me. So if you guys have not seen this, you don't know, and now you know. God damn it! This is from D Led. Okay, this is what I fucking love. I'm sorry, I love this, y'all. But hear me when I say this. All right, this is from D Led. D Led said they brought the teams together to calm things down, and that didn't work. Let me say this again. Brought teams together to calm things down, and it did not work. Good God Almighty. throw the red and black and the emotes all in the chat right now if you love it. This is what we talking about. The funniest part and the best part about this, I got quite a few screenshots here that the messages I want to kind of throw in there. Oh boy. So quite a few of them. Let me see if I can pull one that really all right, so this is a few of them, all right, that I thought was pretty freaking hilarious. I thought was pretty good, excuse me. But it said I just watched. I watched and I wanted hoping for Falcon fans. Michael Penix and 7-on-7 drills delivered a corner ball that made Kyle Pitts, and Kyle Pitts did one-handed grab over a defender for a touchdown. Chris Lindstrom and Caleb McGarry were scrapping with Oladejo, Draymond Jones, and a few others. Another fight after order was restored. McGarry's in the middle of it. A big brawl just happened. Michael Penix Jr. looked like he was right in the middle of it and might have taken some shots. Biggest fight I've seen so far, the Falcons and Titans. Again, Caleb McGarry in the middle of a scuffle. Hey, y'all, look. Hey, y'all thought we just need to get rid of Caleb McGarry. He's in the middle of all the damn fights. A major scuffle breaking out with the Falcons first team, Titans first team. Lots of guys on the ground. Drake helmet ripped off. MP3 in the middle. Took a lot to get the two teams apart. Oh my gosh. This is so, and D-Led again, he said, brought the teams together to calm things down, and it didn't work. Xavier Watts with an interception in the end zone. Ray McLeod just beat Marcus Harris down. He beat him deep for a touchdown. The Titans defensive linemen and the Falcons got into it. Both sides of the line cleared. Oh my God. So Jesus Christ. If you're not happy about fighting in football, then you don't love football. How can you not like this? And if I see that smiling Cheeto talking about, that's not how we want to play, guys. We don't want to be fighting. Yes, we do. Fans want to see our quarterback and our players and our play. We want to see them fighting. I want to see them spitting in their face. I want to see them kick them in the nuts like they Ric Flair. Woo! Yes, I do. I want to see all that. All right, Clayman says some fan won't be happy no matter what they say. It's only the Titans. They're the worst team in the league. We usually suck against even the team that suck. I'll take improvement. Look. I'm happy, y'all. That's it. I told y'all what I wanted from Raheem this season. I just wanted to see a difference. That's it. I am not a hard man to please. But when I see bullshit, we call bullshit. I just want to see improvement. I want to see that the team is finally buying into what they, he, she, he, be, we, fee, see, keep. I don't give a damn who it is. I want to see the team is buying into it. And these motherfuckers from the rooter to the tutor is buying into what the fuck he's saying. They love it. They are buying into it. When you got your quarterback, the quarterback that one don't want to get dirty, okay? At least the one that we call Kirk Cousins, hey, he don't want to fight. But look, these dudes want to fight. When I see my quarterback fighting, it make me it make me feel so good, y'all. Y'all y'all don't know what it do to me, boy. I told y'all how mad Mike is with quarterbacks. Ooh-wee. Y'all know how mad Mike is with quarterbacks. And then when I see my quarterback fighting with the offensive lineman, he fighting with the wide receivers, he fighting with the good googly boogly. How do you not like this? This is what I wanted to see from my head coach. This is what I want to see from my defensive coordinator. This is what I want to see from my team. Just improvement. Y'all can say whatever you want. But this is what I'm talking about. I want to see the team buying into what he's teaching. I want to see what the team is buying. The players are buying into each other. They playing for each other. This is what the fuck we want. This is what you want for you. Look, if I can look at clips of the Patriots and them fighting amongst each other, why in the hell the Falcon players are getting along? You damn right I am sprung, goddammit. I told y'all, look, y'all think I be playing when I'm talking the quarterbacks that do something. When the quarterback's fighting, boy, y'all don't have nobody. Y'all just don't know. I love when I see the quarterbacks buying into it. When the quarterbacks buy into the system, that's it. That's it, bro. I'm not putting on fingernail polish and wearing roses in their head and bullshit. Fuck that. I want to see my quarterback doing the dirty work. I want to see him getting dirty. If he got to sit in there and pull some of his guys off or pull a guy off of his guy, I don't give a damn. I want to see my quarterback in the middle of the scrum. They buying into it. Okay? Excuse me. And I'm not worried about whether or not the Titans, like these teams, these players, that's a tough football team. And they've been a tough football team for quite some time. Too bad they had one of the worst offenses. You know what I'm saying? They had one of the worst offenses, in the NFL. Worst quarterback play in the NFL. I love it. Southside Rig, I love reading about the fight. Nobody is walking over us. Look, that's all I want. Fight, bro. Victor, what's going on? How you doing? And these are the same people, Truth. The same people. These are the same people that was sitting up here complaining and whining about Caleb McGarry. Oh, he need to be gone because he can't pass protect. Look, he can punch a motherfucker in the face, though. There's always a room for somebody to punch somebody in the face, okay? Always room for that. We got our quarterback in the middle of a scrum. Yeah, that's what we gonna do. It's called striking on attitude. It'll carry over the season. Look, once a team understands that this is going to be a fight, look, they're going to have to do, one of the things when it comes down to this particular instance in football, especially with the Atlanta Falcons, one of the things that the Falcons have always been known for is being weak, soft. All we're going to do is pass the ball. And they're not going to fight. We're not going to have no rough, tough defense. You're not going to have no rough, tough offense, and they're just going to run all over us. Not anymore. Not anymore. I love it. I love to see. Look, I love to see my quarterback. I love to see my high yellow ass wide receiver. Okay, okay. We got our high yellow ass wide receiver up here getting in the middle of the fights. That's what I'm talking about. God dang it. Busting fucking heads. I don't care. Look, I don't care if you're winning or losing. Fight, god dang it. I love it. I absolutely love it. We need to keep McGarry. Look, but the thing is, what this thing with McGarry, and I just never understood it. The dude was never terrible. He's had a few bad games. And everybody just wanted to get rid of him because they had a few bad games, but no one had, and I mean no one had an answer for bringing in someone that was going to replace him. But we just wanted to get rid of him. And he's already shown you that he's one of the top tackles in the league, bro. More money, more money. This right here, we need a Harvey Dog type attitude. Look, man, one of the things that I do miss about that Falcons offensive line is that those guys was gonna fight, and you was gonna get into a battle. You was gonna get into a battle with this offensive line. That's what you want. I don't want another incident where our starting running back get hemmed up by a defensive lineman that shall not be named right by now. And nobody did anything. Mm-hmm. Nobody did anything. They take on the attitude of your coaches. They take on the attitude of their offensive line. If your offensive lineman coach is a bitch, that's what you're going to get at your offensive line. A bunch of bitches. Sorry to say it like that, but that's what's going to happen. Excuse me, Connie, but yes, this is what we're going to get. We need players that is going to scramble, ramble, rumble, fumble, bumble, look, whatever you want to call it. We need that. One thing I do know about that 98 team, Jamal Anderson, Chuck Smith, and all those, and Jesse Tuggle, those guys are going to fight. You're going to be in a heavyweight championship against those guys. You're going to have to stop the run, and you're going to get punched in the face. Literally. And figuratively. Okay? So, reporter says, walked off the field saying, we won today. Y'all right that. Somebody asked the reporter if they did, and he commented, no, they didn't, but Calvin was fine today. Look, Calvin punk ass really is gonna do what he do. He gonna whine like a little bitch. He gonna whine and cry on social media. Okay? Is he a good player? Yeah, he's a good player. But this is why his ass is gone. This is why Calvin really is gone, because you get on social media and have a whole hissy fit because they didn't show all of your highlights. Do you hear this? Y'all didn't show all the highlights where I beat him too. He beat me and I beat him too. Y'all don't show that though. This dude making millions of dollars up here crying because the NFL and the Atlanta Falcons did not show highlights of the Falcons DB and AJ Terrell getting beat by him. It's called the Atlanta Falcons, you dumb idiot. This dude went on a whole crusade on Instagram whining because the Atlanta Falcons didn't show his highlights against AJ Terrell. How about you worry about your own team showing the highlights, you son of a bitch? It's a Falcons account. Why would the Falcons show anything with Calvin Ridley? They ain't got nothing to do with when we drafted him. We drafted you years ago. Bye, bitch. You ain't the Atlanta Falcon now. So who cares? He up here running zigzags like he up here drawing graffiti on the goddamn field or something. Ain't nobody got time for all that. Who got time for you to run all these damn zigzag routes on the damn field? Julio left and you quit, but you want us to show your highlights. Man, you don't sit your goofy ass down somewhere. I promise you, I hope I never see another Alabama wide receiver ever again. And I mean every day. Even that summer bitch in Alabama right now. I hope I never see him ever again. Crying about a practice TV. Like, crying about a practice TV. Are we kidding me? Practice. The Falcons didn't show me beating him. Why would they? So my thing is when I'm looking at this, and I told you guys from the very beginning, I don't care nothing about what I don't really my focus for this season is just to see the growth in the team. And I'm talking about when I say team, I want to see the team buy into the coaching staff. I want to see the coaching staff philosophy finally being heard and these guys believe in what they're doing. So far, so good. I got nothing to complain about. I got nothing to worry about but Mr. Smiley Face, okay? Let me say his name, okay? Mr. Smiley Face. That's not his name, y'all, okay? I got nothing to complain about with Mr. Smiley Face. I mean, god dang it. Raheem Morris, the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. I got nothing to complain about because right now the team looks like they're buying into what he's doing. But if I were to complain, if I were to complain, I wish he stopped being so goddamn nice to the media. Fuck the media. You know, except Tori McElhaney. I love her. I'm in love with Tori McElhaney, y'all. By the way. But fuck Myles Garrett. Fuck everybody else, okay? Nah, Myles cool. Myles cool. Never mind. But I love the fact that our team is buying into the coaching staff. They believe in what the defensive coordinator. They believe in what Zach Robinson is preaching. You can see that clearly offensively. I mean, they brought in the stick man, and the stick man is Easton Stick had a pretty good game coming out in the first preseason game. I thought he was very decisive. Hey, no. Y'all, nope. Ain't nobody, y'all ain't no Tory is off limits, god dang it. Okay? Tory is off limits. Y'all can have Maria, okay? Y'all can have her. That Tory is mine. That girl is mine. You go to hell. All right, but no, Tori, she's cool as shit. She's one of the best at her job, and if you don't like Tori, something wrong with you. Tori is an amazing journalist and award-winning journalist. I love her to death. And like I said, she's always been nothing but great to Atlanta Falcon Nation, man. We ain't got nothing but love for her. And like I said, if anybody do her job, nobody does her job like Tori. That girl worked her ass off. A true professional. A true professional. But like I said with Raheem, my thing is, I just want to see the growth. That's it. He has all the tools to be a good head coach, but it comes down to putting it on the field. And I think that's what most Falcons fans, a lot of Falcon fans are at this particular moment. We have a lot of players. And I think, offensively, whew, man, I'm gonna say this. I don't know how teams are gonna guard Michael Penix. I just don't know. I don't know how you're gonna guard him. If this Atlanta Falcons offense rushes the ball like I know we can rush the ball, and we use play action the way I know we can use, this team is going to be unguardable, y'all. I'm not saying this because this is Atlanta. This team is going to be unguardable because this guy, look, he throws the ball down the field so effortlessly. It's so effort. The dude is unfreaking believable. And when you get a Tyler Algier and a Bijan Robinson running together with the play action and that big time arm, oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Man, sit your $2 coochie weighing ass on somewhere. You got a big coochie on your forehead, okay? You came in here with the coochie. Like, do me a favor. If you got your ass twice, raise your hands, okay? If you got your ass whooped twice by the Atlanta Falcons, raise your hand. I bet you won't run that bitch. Fucking purple pussy eaters up here trying to come in here with all that damn all this. Oh, I bet you the Falcon trash. Well, this trash whooped your ass. You about the same cooch as a goddamn peach. Okay, get the fuck out of here. Coming here with them peach ass goddamn clothes on. Got your ass. Look, like that. Oh. Get out of here with that nonsense. You got your ass whooped. You still y'all ain't figured out how to beat them. Bitch. Okay, you still ain't did that. Got some nerve to come in here and try to troll this team when you got your ass whooped twice. Make that make sense. But like I said, with these guys right here, Bijan and Tyler Algier, both not only those guys are good runners in their own right. Bijan is not only a physical back, not only is he a tremendous and probably one of the better pass protecting running backs in the league. Not only is he one of the best receiving threats out of the backfield in the NFL, Tyler Algier is very good as pass protection. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. In fact, we've seen him catch a screen or a catch out of the backfield and ran it back home. Ran to the end zones against the Chicago Bears, so we know he can do it. So the Falcons have one of the better running back duos in the fucking league. Not many teams in the league that have a Bijan and a Tyler Algier. And all we really need is Michael Penix to do is just take care of the ball. He take care of the ball. I'm telling you right now, Mike Penix just take care of the ball. This is a playoff team, guys. CJ Sims, what's going on? How you doing, brother? So no, I no, they're not better. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but Montgomery is not better than no Tyler Algier. I'll take Tyler Algier over Montgomery any day. I don't believe that at all. I'm sorry. Montgomery is not a terrible back, but he's not better than Tyler Algier. That's just my. I'm taking Tyler Algier over Montgomery any day and every day. Not to say he's a terrible back, but I'm taking Tyler over him. Yeah, that dude don't even know what game he watching. Boy, get out of here. He don't even know what game he in. This is how you can tell he has no clue what he talking about. He probably a Baker Mayfield fan disguised as a former Tom Brady fan. That's what he is. These Bucks fans don't even believe on the Bucks. They know they don't. Them Tom Brady ex fans disguised as Baker Mayfield fans. And that's the thing when you look at this Atlanta Falcons team, man. It's like, and here go Tanky Poo. I told you, he swear he a Falcon fan, but look, all his comments is always sucking off another goddamn player. Talking about he a Falcon. Look, if you think David Montgomery better than Tyler Algier, then you look. That's your problem. That's a you problem. Tell me what David Montgomery is better at. Hmm? I would love to know what David Montgomery is better at. He been in the league by damn 8 years. No, you can't. No, you can't. You can't suck off every other player and talk about you a Falcon fan on top of it. No, that's not how that works. Lauren Taylor said Tom Brady not top five. I mean, look, I'm not gonna argue against him if that's what he said. Mm-hmm. Nah, like I said, I'm taking Tyler Algier over. You can take whoever you want to, but I'm not taking no David Montgomery over no Tyler Algier. I don't care if he did play for the Atlanta Falcons. And David Montgomery has been one of those back that had um, more years, obviously in the league. But like I said, for me, I'm taking Tyler Algier. How many DB you got? Jesus Christ. So the Bucks this year think that they gonna have an elite passing game. Um, Let me ask you this, Mr. Bucks Life. Who gonna block? You still gotta run the ball. You still got a new offensive coordinator, a new play caller. You don't know if Godfrey is gonna be the same player throughout the entire year. You don't know if Yuma, whatever the hell his name is. You don't know what he's gonna be. If he's gonna be healthy, if he's gonna be a top receiver. The only thing you do know with that guy is just is Mike Evans and Baker Mayfield for the most part is going to put up some good numbers. That's what you do know. You still got to protect the quarterback. So, and like I said, this is a new passing game coordinator for him because the guy who was your offensive coordinator, if I'm not mistaken, isn't he in Jacksonville as the head coach? Southside says he's taking Algier over Montgomery for two reasons. Algier is younger. He has shown to be a healthy and available power back. And I think that is true. But like I said, it's very disrespectful to disregard his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield. Not to say that he can't do those things. And David Montgomery, and not saying that he's a bad, but like I said, if I'm starting a team, I'm not starting with David Montgomery. I'm starting with Tyler Algier. Yeah, it's not our job to understand stupid. Blur said, I'm convinced the media hates the Atlanta Falcons. Well, something is wrong. Something is off. I can tell you something is off in that regard because every time I turn around, something goes well and something goes bad. Like everything that goes bad with the Atlanta Falcons, it seems like the national media and the Falcons media always find a way to pick those negative things up. But like I said, I do like what I'm seeing for Raheem and the coaching staff. They are improving. I'm looking at DJ Williams working closely with a Eastern Stick. He's working closely with Michael Penix. I love that. I love to see that. I love what I'm seeing from um Koger and Ike Hilliard, those guys, and then we got the pass game coordinator and TJ Yates. TJ Yates. Am I saying that name? Tyler Yates, whatever the hell his name is. Um, but I do like what I'm seeing from the passing game. With Zach Robinson, I like what I'm seeing. But like I said, for me, I want to see more of the passing play action with the Atlanta Falcons. No, you can't be a Falcon fan and try to sit up here and say everything. You call it objective, but it's just downright negative. Okay. Every time I turn around, you jerking off Lamar Jackson. So stop saying you're a Falcon fan and just admit you're just a Falcon watcher. I've never heard somebody say they're a fan, but they talk about other teams more than they talk about that team. So but y'all can throw some questions in there. Like I said, Jew is gonna be coming real soon with his he gonna be coming real soon with his live show. We're gonna be getting the heavy hitters going on real. Jawan Johnson, what's going on? How you doing? No, no, you can't. You can't be a Falcons fans if you jerking off Lamar Jackson. Okay, you can't be a Falcons fan saying you'll take David Montgomery over Tyler Algier. You're not a Falcon fan, sir. There's nothing that David Montgomery does better than Tyler Algier. Nothing. Okay, let me say it again. There's nothing David Montgomery does better. Okay, nothing than Tyler Algier. That's why I'm taking Tyler Algier over him any day. Is this who I think it is in here?
You never know where I'll be.
Look, I got about 10, 15 minutes in here. You want to get something off your chest? Because I'm in love with what Raheem and the coaching staff are doing. They got these guys. I see the growth, and like I said, that's all I've been focusing on is the growth. Everybody, Mike, man, how you so hard on Raheem? Why he's our head coach, man?
You know what? They need to take off their emotions like they take off thongs. First of all, Raheem, I hate to tell you people, Raheem is adopting brick theory. It's a thing. It's a lovely thing. It's violent. It's aggressive. It's a staple mentality. But what Ulbrich is developing is a standard. It's a standard, and this is what was said. And a lot of people not gonna like it. You customers out there, because some of y'all ain't fans. Some of y'all customers, just because you put a jersey on, don't make you a fan. Just because you got season tickets, don't make you a fan. You know what I'm saying? Just because you go to all the tailgates and you do all this parading on social media, you're not a fan. You just a customer dressed up like a fan waiting for Halloween. Like, because it comes out in y'all language. We rock the Falcons whether they do good or whether they do bad. Day in and day out. Whether people hate the Falcons or love them, we rock with them. We don't got jerseys and we fans. That's the funny part. I got t-shirts. I got hats. I got season tickets at my house on my couch. And a neighbor that's a tailgater across the street.
I definitely got that.
Look. It's a $900 bill because it's $700 on the power and everything else for the internet and the package. So it's a love-hate relationship.
For one, he said what the Tyler Algier does better than pretty much everything.
Okay, here's what you got to understand. When we first got Tyler Algier basically was a north-south running back. He was a downhill bruiser when he was paired up with Caleb Huntley. What's happening now is Tyler Algier has evolved because of Bijan Robinson. And I want y'all to pay close attention. Tyler Algier's evolution happened when he caught that touchdown and ran it into the end zone where it looked like he was about to die from lack of oxygen. That showed the coaches that he had that catch it out the backfield ability. So what they've done to him now is they've streamlined him in terms of weight, more muscle, less weight in terms of fat. And he's been training with Bijan to get faster. This is the reason why Mike said what he said. Tyler Algier is now like Bijan Robinson. The only difference is Tyler Algier doesn't necessarily cut like Bijan. Tyler can cut, but he's not known for cutting. He's still going to bulldoze, you know what I'm saying, defensive lines, but it's going to be with more speed and he'll be able to catch it out of the backfield a lot more. So he's not going to get winded going into the end zone. So yeah, he's not like old dude. He's light years ahead of him. He's like, yeah, look, I get it. We see all these flashy names and yeah, they may have made an impact where they're at, but everything don't fit the Falcons. This is what y'all got to understand. The same way y'all can't go in the store and wear every size clothing, everything don't fit the Falcons. So stop trying to make big people clothes fit little people. You're just making a fool out of yourself. These players on this team are being developed so that they can be a problem in their own unique right, not specifically because the fans want to see something extra. It's not happening. Y'all got to get out of that fantasy mindset. Some of y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all, some of y'all on here and some of y'all out there on X, y'all living in 2024 trying to apply that to 2025. And you ain't Marty McFly, so cut it out. I'm gonna say it again.
I would love
Y'all
to be my
don't. A good 60% of so-called Falcon fans don't believe this team is worth shit. That's why you want popular names. And
Uh-huh.
every day they're showing you that they are about business. Whether it translates to the field or not, we shall see. But as far as
Uh-huh.
training camp and in practice, they're imposing their will on whomever they come across. And all of you Jalen Walker geniuses, let me give you some advice. Don't open your mouth. Because if you crashing out over that one little film where he was getting held up, let me give you some common sense 101. Number one, he's a rookie. He hasn't even had played game one yet. Number two, he was going against an experienced lineman who been in the league a long time. Experience will beat talent every day of the week. Number three, okay, he's got to have time to find his niche in the season. Y'all want this man to come out of college and be a pro, a veteran pro at that, right out the bat, and that's not how it works. They're going to be linemen that's going to get the best of him and JPJ. Why? Because they've been in the league longer. They know technique. They know the nuances to throw off a rookie. There's no rookie that came in the league ever that came out the gate being a pro veteran. Listen to what I said, a pro veteran, meaning that you got experience enough to go up against anybody and everybody like you've been playing 4 or 5 years. Nobody escapes the rookie process. So y'all can just calm down, take it one game at a time.
And
One game at a time.
the thing is too, when it comes down to this, my thing is, I don't know what this means. Unless you want to hear Locked On, but even a lot of the Locked On people are Falcon fans. I don't even know what do you mean by this? Are
Oh,
Falcons fan? Falcons? You think we're just going around covering teams because I don't know what he's asking, to
I
be
know,
honest.
I got it, Mike. I know exactly what he's asking, and I got a perfect example. Not all Falcons content creators are Falcons fans. Case in point, when you talk about Locked On Falcons podcast, do y'all know Tanitra Baptiste is a Steelers fan? She just happens to cover the Falcons as a job.
Yeah, because
I don't even.
it's
Yeah.
it's
Tanitra
different.
Baptiste
I don't
has.
even know what you mean by that. There's a lot of
Yeah.
people. I cover a lot of teams. That don't mean I'm a fan. I don't understand what he's asking here.
You
That's why.
you don't you don't necessarily have to be a Falcon fan to cover the Falcons, because I'm pretty sure most of the newscasters and most of the people on ESPN who cover the Falcons, what little bit they do cover, are probably not Falcon fans. The most of us who represent the Falcons, yeah, we do, but we are more. You have to be more flexible and cover all the teams, because
Most of
guess
the
what?
people that work for the Locked On and Falcons, what you call that? Falcon chat sports.
Yeah,
Like those people are not Falcons fans. That's
right.
why oftentimes you get that quote unquote biased opinion against
Hmm.
them. But like
Yeah.
I said, for me, um, like we try to do our best to give an unbiased opinion, even from players that we deem the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
We try to give that unbiased opinion, but like I said, everybody got their own taste. If you prefer people that's not Falcons content creators to give you content, then so be it.
What,
But
what,
like I said, that's why you got to.
IJS, I'm just talking from a standpoint of, it's okay if you're not a Falcons fan, even if you're a content creator and you're not specifically rooting for the team. What I find not offensive, what I find interesting is the people that, when it comes to a debate or it comes to them trying to argue an opinion versus a fact, It's they put I've been a Falcons fan since such and such because you wore the jersey and that your daddy had in '77. You know what I'm saying? Or because, like you said, you spent X amount of dollars sitting at the bins. Let me tell you something. All you doing is paying for the same seat in the same part of the bins that you've been sitting in. Guess what? I do the same thing at home. I pay for the same spot on my couch every month. But it's just, you can tell the real fans from the ones that are not, based on how they talk and the things that they say about the team when it's clearly not going on in front of them. Now, if we just terrible, I will be honest, I'll tell you myself, my team is terrible. If we got a possibility to be good or we can be better than good, I'm going to say that too. But I'm not just going to dog the team when they're actually putting in work. I'm not going to do that. And I'm not going to be gullible enough to talk like my team ain't trash if it's trash. I'm just going to have to call a spade a spade.
And like I said, y'all can throw them questions in there. Got about 9-10 minutes or so. Y'all got any more questions? But today, again, it's just for the last couple of days, it's just been nothing but fights. All right, they're straight up fights for the Atlanta Falcons, and this is, I wouldn't necessarily say typical, but you know, football players when it's getting closer and closer to the season, people want physicality. They love that physicality. The fans love that physicality. Unless you Raheem and you want guys to pay attention to detail. You don't like fighting. But for me, on a real, I just want to see us continuously as a team stand up and stick up for each other. That's all I got out of all we saw today in the last couple of days is all our players are sticking up for their teammates, and that's what we got.
Right.
And another let me say this about Jalen Walker. I'm just gonna say this, okay? Please, okay? Please stop. I just want y'all to stop, okay? And I'm saying this from a place of love, okay? Because when I get angry, you know, like people start to cry and whine and tell Maggie on me, okay? They like to blame K Styles for being Mike Dubois and Mr. One, aka Mr. Tactician here. They like to complain
I'm accused of following men.
Yeah, you're accused of being following men around, okay? With fingernail polish and all that type of stuff. Nah, I just throw that in there because I just want to say that. But it's I find it funny that you guys can cry and whine and bitch and complain when we get what we want, just to turn the narrative around in a half a second. Y'all said y'all wanted a black man.
Yeah.
Now we could care less about the black man. Y'all don't care nothing about Michael Penix being black no more.
They done took the do-rag off.
Y'all done took the do-rag off, and y'all done said the black man that's calling all the shots right now, he ain't doing a good job. And I'm talking Mr. Terry Fountaino. He ain't doing a good job. So should we fire him because we not bringing in Micah Parsons? We not giving up our whole draft for Micah Parsons? So we fire him now?
No, Mike. They don't like Terry Fountaino because he's not bald enough.
Shit, that's how much ball can he get? Goddamn, he already ain't got no hair.
They won't skull. They don't want skin.
Goddamn.
He ain't bald enough.
Motherfucker off of He-Man, Skeletor. The do-rag ain't no more.
Well, that man, so what you want? The man have what you want? Mayonnaise on your elbow?
Not the mayonnaise. Not the mayonnaise on the elbow. But like I say, I don't get why every aspect of the team is never good enough. So we get something. We got Jalen Walker. We had been complaining for years about getting Georgia Bulldogs, great players. He's been one of the greatest defensive players in Georgia history, and y'all already saying, nah, he ain't good enough. Let's bring in Micah Parsons. We haven't even played a damn season yet. We haven't even played a damn game yet, and y'all ready to get rid of him. Say, oh, man, what's going on with Mike? He's not winning his one-on-one. The man got stuff one time.
Wait. Let's break it down. Did you see the man that held him up? First of all, that gentleman right there had to be about between 6'5" and 6'7". He had to be about close to 350 pounds. Even Jalen Walker gonna have and the size is gonna matter in a minute. If I am Jalen Walker's size and I am learning my craft, and there's a man that been doing this for a while and he 350 pounds, yeah, he gonna stuff me. He gonna stuff me. But what y'all gotta understand, and y'all have been crying about it for years, the Falcons ain't known for developing players. Jalen Walker has to know what he doesn't know. He gotta play in real time to understand what he don't know, and then he'll get back to it. The thing is, you want him hungry. You want him to be relentlessly going after like he knows what he's doing, so that way he learns it. The one thing about it is the offense we got. Defense, Mike says this 10 times out of 10. Defense takes time. Defense takes time. Because you constantly got to learn you got to learn your techniques, and then you got to learn them little subtle nuances, you know what I'm saying, to throw a player off. All the veterans have their nuances. Jalen Walker don't have that yet. Y'all got to give that man some grace.
This right here. Got to understand what the trick of the trade to get you to the next level and to win those one-on-ones. And a lot of times, like, those tricks are not going to work in the NFL like they did in college. It takes time. And that's really it. Just knowing when to do those things, understand what tackles and offensive linemen are trying to do to you when they're trying to get their hands on you. That's all they're trying. They're not trying to run. Like, if you know somebody that's 6'4", 6'5", 330 pounds, the last thing they trying to do is run after you, okay?
Right.
They're not trying to do that. So they're trying to get their hands on you, and they're trying to throw you down, and they're trying to hurt you. So he has to understand on how to get away from those types of things. That's it.
Yeah, and he'll get his swim moves. He'll get the bull. He'll get all of that. But do y'all know what they're calling JPJ and Jalen Walker right now? I had a conversation with a person off of one of my shorts. They said they're calling them two Godzilla and Kong. Yeah. If y'all seen the movie and y'all seen that little video they were showing a Kong and got a slimmer Godzilla running, that's what they're calling them two. And you got to understand something. The more he plays, you got to think, the more he plays, he's going to go back to his fellow linemen, the veterans. He's going to go to the O-linemen. Hey, man, how did you what did you see when this happened? How did you do this? How did you do that? Or he'll reach out to some players that may show up at the game that may like his style of play. Hey, young man, you might need to do this, or that. Or when you see a guy do this. And that'll help his game out. The same way Chuck Smith was helping out like a Grady Jarrett.
Yes.
That's what you want. So you want him to take his lumps now. You want him to look foolish now, because the last thing I want is Jalen Walker or any of our rookies trying to go 110 all the time. Number one, hurting themselves just to try to impress fans early and not learning their craft, so that when they get out there in the NFL that week one and you got people like, you got the offensive line of Tampa tossing them around, now you got a problem. because now he's not he can't utilize it. He doesn't put any fear in anybody.
Mm-hmm. And it is like I said, it takes time. And when you got a guy like, in my opinion, Nate Ollie's doing a wonderful job of teaching these guys, but you got Olbrich doing a wonderful job of teaching these guys the moves that he needs it. Because what y'all don't see is that these guys are playing both a 4-3 and a 3-4. So we're gonna need every last one of these guys to pick up all the tricks of the trade because we're gonna be a flexible defense. A
Mm-hmm.
flexible defense. We're not learning one aspect. We're not learning one type of defense. We're not running just a 3-4. We're running a 4-3. We're running a down. We're running we're running so many different defensive formations. This is why it's going to take time for these guys to figure it out because they're going to be put in so many different situations. And I think I'm gonna tell y'all right now, so many people are so focused on Pierce. So many people are focused on Watts, who got an interception today at practice. So many people are so focused on guys like the Jesse Bates. They worried about those guys. But I'm telling you right now, the real MVP of this team, telling y'all right now, it's gonna be Jalen Walker.
Mm-hmm.
You can
They're
put
not gonna
him
see him coming.
everywhere. He's gonna be on the edge. He's gonna be in the inside. He's gonna be everywhere.
And I'm gonna tell you
It's gonna
something.
take time.
You want to know the most dangerous defensive player type of player is when he learns his craft or he learns his new skill set, and then he can get to the point where he can ad lib on a player.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you get like, man, Chuck Smith used to do that daggone swim move, and it was like second nature. But he kind of added a little bit of bull rush to the swim move so that it gave him extra leverage. Oh gosh, he was up. When you got a defensive lineman that can uproot a player, uproot a O lineman, that's when you know he's where he needs to be. That's the kind of player you want. But you definitely want somebody that's not nobody's paying attention to. Because now, guess what? They can hide him.
Well, I don't necessarily agree with this right here. We don't have a Super Bowl team. I think we do have a Super Bowl team. Why? Because one, all you need is a defense that's a top 15. You get a top 15 and higher, anything is possible. I think the Falcons have the talent to have that. I think at this point in time, you're in the second year, and then you got second year with Raheem, and then you have a coach like Olbrich to add here, and then you got another guy for one, and Nate Ollie that came from a team like Houston. He was the guy. He was the guy that helped build that defense. Nate Ollie was.
Yeah.
What the Texans, and then I think the biggest thing of them all, it's like if you run the ball well in the NFL, look, you can go anywhere.
I got four reasons.
The Chiefs did not have a good running game all year long, and they made it to the Super Bowl. So
Yep.
think about what the Atlanta Falcons can do with a running game. Just think about that for a second.
Yep.
This is why I was so disappointed in looking at Kirk Cousins last year, because we had a top 5 rushing offense, but we kept trying to throw the ball 50 times a game.
Yeah.
But we have a Super Bowl caliber team. But at the end of the day, that's not all you need in order to get to the Super Bowl. You have to have everything has to with the coaching aspect. All of the players, everything has to work well together. We have the team, but it's up to the coaches to put it all together.
Let me piggyback off you, Mike. It's 4 reasons why we're a Super Bowl caliber team right now, and we were last season. Number 1, although we don't trust him, although we don't like a lot of the stuff he does and his defense, but Raheem has been on championship caliber teams. He has rings, whether we like how he handles this right here or not. You have a championship mindset. Now remember, him and Olbrich were both on the 2016 team, which went to the Super Bowl. So y'all got to stay. That's their starting pedigree.
They know how to get there. We've been there before. We know how to get there.
Right. Now you have Olbrich that has a defensive cultured mindset that is championship worthy. All he has to do now is make sure that the players take what they learn in training and put it on the field.
That's
Number
it.
number 3, we have a solid offense from the quarterback on down. Reason why I say that, because when you put a rookie quarterback like Michael Penix in an unwinnable game and he commands the offense, even though they weren't going to win worth shit, that lets you know where his head at. And then those games after, he proved, hey, he can keep up with the speed of the NFL. Now, number 4, you have 60 to 80% of this team are veterans. They've been here longer than a year or 2 years. Okay, yes, you got a lot of rookies, but the core of this team is mostly veterans. What that tells me is the core can teach the guys that just came on how to do a thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want. When you got 60% to 80%, the nucleus of your team is rookies, you got some growing to do. When you got the flip side of it, the veterans know how to get to the end, to the later part of the season. You just had a mismanaged defense, which taxed the offense. That's all it was. You had a mismanaged defense and a bunch of injuries that plagued the team. If you didn't have those 2 aspects, we would have been in the playoffs. They had probably been in the Super Bowl, depending on how we played in the playoffs. So this team, are they ready? We'll see. But they have the capability to be a Super Bowl contender. If, like Mike said, everything goes correct and we have a little bit of luck on our side.
Mm-hmm. It just come down to that. Like, you can sit up here and say everybody had the talent to get there. Pittsburgh Steelers, the Ravens, everybody had the talent to get there. I would say everybody, but most teams have, a lot of teams that have it. A good third of the teams in the NFL have it takes with it to win the Super Bowl. The things is injuries, you got coaching, you got the front office moves, um, the move that you don't make that goes underrated on top of it, like
Right.
the Atlanta Falcons have done, like they have done right at have and haven't done at this point in time. They have a lot of things, but it comes down. I don't even think it's defense, because I think if you in this NFL, the way the NFL is designed, um, time of possession, being able
Mm-hmm.
to move players at time of possession, be able to score in certain different ways.
It is time of possession and field position are critical. Those 2 right there. Because if you got a team that, even if you got a good run game, nobody wants to run 80 yards every time you get on the field. Nobody wants to run 80 yards. So you definitely want to have the field position. You want your special teams. And even when it comes down to your field goal unit, you want them guys to be able to make the field goals, because some of those field goals make or break the games. But definitely you got to have field position and time of possession. So
It's time of possession. Like I said, team ball. This is why Lamar Jackson is one of the greatest overrated quarterbacks that the history of the NFL has ever. They don't ask him to take over games by himself, and when he does, he fails. And he
John,
fails.
hey John, what you trying to say? The Panthers sweeping the basement and the Saints gonna be the dustpan?
Mhm. Look, Panthers ain't going nowhere.
Bruh. Look. First of all, if I have reservations, when I see my quarterback supposed to be doing his thing in training camp. He in the corner playing with tennis balls. I'm sorry. that give me reservations, but it showed on the field.
Well, Raheem Morris has been nothing. He's shown me nothing as a defensive coordinator. So my trust, as far as him is concerned, is him making the right decision to recognize when coaches are good, because he hasn't shown me any of that. You know what I'm saying? And letting them do it, and that's what mostly a coach is supposed to recognize, see it, and double down on it. Don't get in the way. You let them do
Right.
their thing.
My thing is, I think what happened was Raheem got back here, saw the team he had, but I believe he was so focused on trying to prove a point with Kirk Cousins that he missed the gold mine that was the entire team. You know what I'm saying? I think he's seen flashes of it with Kirk, and he was like, leaning on that to be his quote unquote ego booster. But I believe he really overlooked the team in its entirety until it was too late, until we were already out of the playoffs, because he took our quick lead for granted. And when you got coaches like Ulbrich, when you got coaches like Jerry Gray and all of them that are not going to be yes men, that are going to remind you where the team is at, it kind of shifts focus. So now he's seeing through a different lens, and how Jeff Ulbrich is commanding, the team. It's like, okay, now, yeah, you just be the guy on the street that smiles. Let Ulbrich do the dirty work.
Yeah, like I said, man, I think the Falcons will be fine. Like I said, we run the ball well. We play good, sound offense using the play action and the running game. This is a no brainer for me. I think the Falcons make the playoffs just based on those strengths alone. Because if a team like Kansas City can make the Super Bowl with no running game and a terrible offensive line, don't tell me that we can't make it with a good offensive line and a top 5 offensive line and a top 5 running game. You can't convince me that.
Mike, we just saw Washington win games by the skin of their teeth, by the shawl of an angel's garment, and get almost to the Super Bowl. So what are we talking? Falcons is in they in good company. When you got look, when you got Jaden Daniels winning games off of biblical favor, bruh, yeah, the Falcons are in, yeah, I ain't worried about them.
So, I'm Warren, go ahead and get your last take before we get out of here, man.
Look, man,
I know you got to get them kiddos.
Yeah, I gotta go. Look, little girl ain't feeling too hot, so I gotta go get her. But what I want to say is, hey, man, be patient, be observant, and we got to take it one game at a time. That's all. One game at a time. You can't play 2 games at once. One game at a time. At the end of the day, we'll see where we land.
One game at a time. Like I said, man, look, I do want things to change, and I'm still looking at this coaching staff because I'm not so focused on the players like most people are. Because look, you can draft all the players you want, but that don't mean you can develop and put them in the right position. And until they consistently do that the proper way and have a proper plan, and not have guys like Brandon Dorless just sitting on the bench doing nothing and looking at the cheerleaders dance, I'm not going to believe in it. So they're going to have to. The coaching staff going to have to make a believe in it. Starting with Raheem, I don't believe in anything until they actually show it to me. You know what I'm saying? I like what we doing now. We're playing with. They seem like the players look like they have bought into what they wanted to do. That's a good start, but it's not the end all be all. It's not even the beginning of it yet. You're gonna have to show me. So with that being said, that's all I got to say about that, man. I'm sure we're gonna have some stuff coming up. I know Jew got some videos and stuff. Warren probably got something coming later on too, but that's all I got to say about that, man. I appreciate everybody for joining us. I'm out of here because I'm hungry. Time to eat.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Later.
Put your eyes back in your head.
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak, the unholy. Holy Alliance has arrived.